So my pawb sydd hello everyone, how are we all? I'm back with another video, and this time I'm using the new Hang and Ornament bundle. So I've got the stamp set, and I've also got the dies which I've already put inside my stamp box on magnetic sheet. So you get an outline of this leafy thing. I suppose it's not leafy really, is it? Anyway, a holly leaf, you get the outline for that stamp. You get 2 bits for cutting out shapes like these 2, which I've already prepared. So on one of them, when I show you the cards that I've already made in a minute, I'd stamped across that, but on this one I've just cut that out in one shade and I'm going to put that on top. So that's those, and then there's a double pair of holly leaves, some berries, a little hanging hook for your ornament, a fancy top bit for the ornament, an arrow. Not really worked out what I would use the arrow for yet, and then the actual bauble, which has got, I think I showed this in my haul video, it's got these little pips, so when you die cut this, it doesn't cut it all the way out, it leaves it within the square of card that you've got, but the recipient can then remove it if they want to and hang it on the tree. I will show you. Let me just move some of these bits out of the way. I'll put that there. So I'll tell you all the other bits that I've got at the moment. So the cards that I'm going to make now, I'm going to make one in real red and one in shaded spruce. As you'll see in a minute, the ones I did yesterday I did in cherry cobbler, which worked to a certain extent, but I think the real red and the shaded spruce would work better. As you can see, I've already got some of the stamps on blocks ready to go. I've got my real red ink pad, and for the decorations, I've got this one solitary piece of gold, I don't know what you call it, gold thread, cord, whatever. It's my last bit. I used both, yes, I used 2 bits on the cards that I've made previously, which I'll show you in a minute. And then this is literally the last piece I've got left. And this was left over from a kit of some sort. I would imagine, or it might have been the birthday sparkle kit, because I'm sure that had some gold in it. Anyway, it's left over from a Stampin' Up kit of some sort. So I will use that for one, and then I will use this for the other one. Now this, to be honest, I'm not sure if it's from Stampin' Up or not. It might have been in a kit, or I might have got it from somewhere completely different. I honestly couldn't say, but it was in my, I've got a little pot that you can't see that's just over there. I've got one of those double level Lazy Susan things, so I've got pens and scissors and stuff on the top, and then underneath I've got a little pot with various bits and pieces in, and this was in there, and I thought, oh, I'll use that. So let me show you the 2 cards that I have already made, but in order to do that I also need to show you some cards that I made last year. Now, I was going to say that those of you that have been with me for a while will remember this from last year, but I can't find this anywhere, so maybe I didn't video it at all. This card I made last year using this stamp, which you can probably see better from the box. So that's this stamp, and it's from the Christmas Classics stamp set, which I also got the matching dies for. Now this is retired unfortunately, but you can probably still find it secondhand somewhere. So with that, I just literally got a white card and used shaded spruce and stamped again to make it lighter and darker. Really simple, this one. Literally drew a line down there. I got a 2.5 inch circle punch, and then the middle bit is one of the deckled circle dies. And oh yes, and the stamps, at least 2 of them were from this set, and the others were from another set, but my Christmas stuff's all up there now. I'm not going to get it all down again. So yeah, so I did these last year. So I got Mirror card, which I've had forever. Peace on Earth and Goodwill to all. Peace on Earth and Peace on Earth and Goodwill. So I thought, okay, with the new Hang and Ornament set, I could do something similar, but have it so that the decoration can actually be removed. Moving it very carefully. You could take that bit off, and then you could actually hang that on the tree. So let's just stick that back on again. I might have to put another sticker on that. So as I said, I used the gold cord that I'd got. With this one, I stamped the decoration, and then I used the wibbly wobbly one of those, but I did it in white and I stamped in red. But then I also got my blending brushes and just put the cherry cobbler, because I use cherry cobbler for this, I just sort of blended, that's the word, blended. Could not think what it is. It's a blending brush, that's what it does, it's a blending brush. So I just sort of scooched it over like that, just to give it a little bit of colour rather than leaving it white. And then I just did it on the white card on the cherry cobbler background. And when I do go to use this, I will put a piece of white paper in there so that I can write on. So that's that one. And then this is the other one that I did, and I've left this intact. I haven't done anything with it yet. Now I did stamp a background which is very faint. Oh yeah, you can just about make it out. I used cherry cobbler ink on the cherry cobbler card, and to be honest, it hasn't worked as well as I'd hoped. Whereas I'm going to do something similar with the real red on the real red card. Oh, and am I going to do it on the green one? Yes, and I'm probably going to do it on the green one with the shaded spruce. Those colours seem to work better with the same ink on the same colour card. It didn't work as well as I'd hoped. I mean, to be honest, it looks better on the screen there than it does in real life. Then I cut a piece of DSP from the... Hang on, which set was it? Oh, it was from the Little Bit Festive set of DSP that I showed in my last... I say my last video, was it in a previous video? So I've stamped and die cut this. Did the same with this as I did with the other one, but I used the green on it. I've used the little pull stamp there, and then the other side of this, which you can't see because I'm not going to take it out, I've stamped that again, and did I? Yes, and stuck another All Is Merry on the other side. And you can just see there's a little bit of the gold cord there, and it's all tucked very neatly. I don't think you can see that, very neatly behind in this gap. So they can pull this out and hang it on the tree. So that's the ones that I've already done, which I will put over there out of the way safely with those other ones. Do you know, I think for the last several videos I've said I must tidy up this side of my desk, that side of my desk. Yeah, I still need to tidy it up. I mean, I've tidied it up a bit, but then I've done 2 other videos since then, and I've got a pile of stuff sitting over there. Right, so what am I going to do first? Okay, so normally, as I showed you with these ones, when I make cards, I generally, I always make A6, but generally I do them this way round, so they stand up like that. Or I'll do them so that they're landscape and stand like that. But occasionally I just cut a piece of A4 card right down the middle like that, and then so there'll be a tent fold, so like these ones, so they're a tent fold like that. So that's what I've done with these. Now I've cut these, but I'm going to show you how I score them. Now I've got the Simply Scored, which comes in inches with quarter, eighth. I think it's marked with all 16ths of an inch, but I don't tend to use inches very often. I'm a metric girl. I was born in 1961, and I know definitely from my 3rd primary school onwards, everything was done in metric. So yeah, I've used metric since I was about 10. Yeah, 9 or 10. So I like to use the metric board. So I'm just going to have a quick slurp of tea, sorry. Oh, that's nice. Now, when you butt this up against this edge, oh, let me move that down a bit. I'll move this down a bit. There we go. When you butt this up against this edge, A4 paper is an annoying 29 point something. So what I do is I just move this up a little bit so that it's not that it's butted up against the 30 centimetre mark, but it's just butted up against the edge of the gap there of the 30, and then I score it at 15. So I'll do that one, and then I'll do that one. Actually sticking my thing in will give me the right place. Okay, and then that one there. And then when you fold that over, it's near enough perfect. You get a little bit of an overlap, but if you have the longer bit at the front, nobody will notice. Oops. So same again with that one, there's just the tiniest bit of overlap, but if I do it when it's butted up against this edge, it'll come out so that it's sort of like that, which I don't like. So that's going to be the front, that's going to be the front. So let's put that away. This, I believe, is the first thing I ever bought from Stampin' Up back in 2003 or 4. It was either that or it was a stamp set called, and you're going to think this is really sad, Hopeful Thoughts. So it was either the stamp set or the scoring thing. But yes, I still have this. I still use it occasionally because it's quite sweet. But it's one of the older ones that don't stick terribly well. And I need to, I've got some of the special adhesive that you can get to make it into more sticky stamps so that you can use them more. Okay, right. Stop waffling, woman. Get on with it. Let's burnish these cards before I start, because you know what I'm like. If I don't do it now, it'll be too late later. I don't think I need that. So I think what I'm going to do first is the red card, for which I've already pre-cut a piece of white to go on there. Now I need a piece of paper. I add a piece of paper just now. Here we go. Fallen in the bin, or maybe I put it in the bin, who knows. Okay, so I'm going to need my shaded spruce ink. Oh, put these sleeves down. These sleeves are lovely, but sometimes they get in the way, so then I roll them up to my elbow and then the elastic's a bit too tight, so I can't win either way. Okay, so we need the stamp from the Christmas Classics set. And then, sure, yeah, right in the middle there. And then give it a goodly stamp there, but then you can do it 2 or 3 times and you get the little shading. I'll show you in a minute. Then I'll go. There we go, so you get the nice dark bits in the middle and then the outer bits are lighter, which is lovely. So let me just give that a scrub on my Simply chamois. Okay, I need that again. So that's that bit done for that. So the simplest bit to do now is attach it to the front of the card, and then I will do the actual ornament bit momentarily, because I think I'll do the 2 ornament bits together, and then I can stop the video and do me cutting out. Right, probably didn't need this wide tape. Okay, let's put that over there. Don't think I'll need that again. Right, make sure it's the right way round. Take the backing off. Oh, oh, there we go. Sticking it in my little jar. Although, to be fair, my little jar probably needs emptying. Right, okay, so I've got it the right way round. In fact, what I'm going to do is turn it sideways, because then I can hold it there where there's no glue. And then I can centre it up. There we go. So that's that bit prepared. So I'm going to put that over there. Then for the green card, what I'm going to do is I've got, I'll move that out of the way. I've got a piece of real red and a piece of white, and I've centred them up so that when I do this, it's going to be right in the centre. So I'm going to put the green away because I don't need the green again at all. No, I don't, but I do need the real red. So the other thing I like to do is put a stamp set box underneath here, because that's just the right height. Oh, can you see that? For keeping that flat. Otherwise it's just leaning on the edge, and then this will bend a bit and you'll end up getting ink everywhere. Okay, so I'm using the Stamparatus, which I think Stampin' Up have made a big mistake by getting rid of. Other stamping platforms are available, but I think this one's great, so I'm still using it. I'm not getting rid of it. Now, before when I'd lined up all the card in the middle so that it was in the right place, I just drew a little pencil line around here, which I must remember to rub out. So I've got a rubber here when I've finished, because I now need to stamp this on the other side so that it matches. Now when I did that on the ones I did yesterday, I did it by eye, but I thought today I would try and do it a bit more professionally and actually get it so that it is centered. So okay, let's do the second one. So that's going to be the one that's lifted up on Stampin' Dimensionals. I'll just put that over there. I'll get my little pencil rubber and rub out the pencil lines. Right, so that's that done. I'll just give that a little wipe. I like to give it a wipe in between stampings. Oh, sorry if you got my head in shot then. Right, now this is going to be the bit behind, so when the recipient, or if the recipient, pulls this out, let me show you the other one, it's better. When the recipient pulls this out, they will have a decoration which is double-sided. On this card, they will have the backing of this paper, but on this card, they'll have a repeat of this. So, let us do that. Oh, yes, that's nice. Okay. So, that's that. Now, I've just thought, how am I going to do the other? Doesn't matter how I do the other one. Okay, yeah, just muttering to myself, don't worry. So that's that, but then what I want to do also is I want to put All Is Merry across the middle. So I will just ink that up, and apologies if you get my head in shot, but I need to get this right over there. Yeah! So when they take the decoration off, they'll still have something nice in the background. Okay, so that's that to go with that. Then I just need an offcut of white. I had an offcut of white. I've moved it, there it is. Now this, it doesn't matter quite so much where it goes because I'm going to be actually removing it from the outer bit of card. So, oh no, actually I do need to line this up so that I get it right on both sides. Okay, so let's put it here. Just make a little pencil mark here. Okay, stamp that, ink that up, stamp that there. Oh no, that's a thought. Have I put that central? Well, we'll find out, won't we? If not, I'll have to do it again. So we'll find out when I cut it out. If it's dreadful, I'll do another one, and I'll do it how I did it before. Okay, that's that. And I'll leave that there for now. So that's the one that needs to be cut out completely. Right, bear with me while I move some of these bits out of the way. With that out of the way, I'm going to put the ink away for a minute, and I will turn you off and turn you back on again when I've die cut these. Right, I'm back. That took a little bit longer than anticipated because, as I thought, the bauble that I didn't measure properly, it's beautiful on that side, completely rubbish on that side. So I did another one. So as you can see, that one is much better because that's the front and then that's the back. Or that's the front and that's the back. You wouldn't really know the difference. And the one that I did, well, you saw me doing that one, didn't you? So that one's good as well. Oh yes, the way I did this the second time, I mean, there's a couple of ways I could have done it. If I cut all my cards to the same dimensions and then marked out in pencil, marked out in pencil on my grid paper, then I'd know exactly where to place it for both sides. So I could have done that. But what I did with this one was I just I stamped it onto a piece of white card, pulled it out, and then because I'd stamped this in the centre of my grid paper on my Stamparatus, I literally just placed it over upside down so that it fits, and then inked it up, put that over, job's done. So if I'd have thought about that a bit more carefully before I started, I wouldn't have had to do it twice. But there you go, we live and learn. So now I am going to get my shaded spruce ink, and I'm going to do, make sure I've got the card the right way around. I wouldn't want to do it that way round and then find out that it's upside down. So I'm going to go around the outside. But yeah, I'm just going to stamp holly leaves in various. Do that one like that. That's why you need a piece of paper, because I'm going over the edges. Just to give it something around the outside. And this colour works much better than the cherry cobbler. I don't know why the cherry cobbler didn't work. Because generally speaking, if you use the same colour ink as you have cardstock, they all generally work. So I don't know why that didn't. So, oh, look, see again, I've got ink all around the outside of the block. I'll just give that a bit of a wipe before I transfer it to anything else. And let me measure my piece of red card, if I can pick it up. Do I maybe want to put a few more? Yeah, I might put a few more leaves here just so that you can see the tops of them. Underneath the red. Lovely. Okay, so that's that. Turn it the right way up again. Okay, so I'm going to put this straight down onto this, so I need some double-sided tape, which I will use. I'll use this one because it's out. I could get one that's a bit narrower, because to be honest this tape's so strong, even the very narrow one would work. Okay, so that's that. So let's put this, let's put the ink away before Auntie Camilla sticks her paws in it again. Right, take the backing off. Oh, come on, you can do it. There we go. So, centre that up. There. Right, then before I do anything else with this one, I need to put the little stamp that says pull. That doesn't really work terribly well, but I'll show it you here. It's a very small word, and it says pull, so that the people know to pull. Now, shall I do it in red or shall I do it in green? Let's do it in green. Let's go mad. Right. And I'll put it just there. Lovely. No, it's no good trying to do that. I'm trying to open a stamp box instead of my chamois box. Okay, then we want to think about whether I'm going to use the gold or the red and white. I think this one I'll use the gold. So when you die cut this, it does die cut a little tiny hole in the top to put your thread through. So I'll put that through there, but then I also need to push it so that it's in between the actual decoration and the card that it's still being held in, so that it can be hidden behind the decoration. So let's tie a knot. I can get it to play. Okay, let's tie a knot in this. Come along. In we go. There we go. And give that a good pull separately to make sure that it's really tight. And then give it a bit of a press on there to give it a crease so that it stays there. Now I need to put some Stampin' Dimensionals on the corners. Okay, now this might be slightly tricky, because before it didn't matter if this matched up with anything underneath, because I was just putting it on some backing paper. But I need to make sure that this cord doesn't get stuck to the thingamybobs. And then I need to check that this actually lines up. You're going to have to put up with my head, I think. Lines up. So this is actually quite fiddly. Oh, I know I can do it like that. Okay. Right. Yeah, that should be about right. So then I just push that back up there and take the backing off that one and that one. There you go. That is a little bit fiddly, but the cord is now tucked nicely behind there. Oh, that's not quite straight, is it? But it'll have to do because I've stuck it on now. And then, oh, what a plonker! I forgot to put me. Oh, can I take those off? Oh, oh, I might be able to. I might be able to. Oh, just. I got so excited about the fact that I could do that I realised I couldn't do that because I need. Huge sigh of relief. I need to stick these on either side. I don't know, you can't get the staff, can you? So let's stick these on. I need my funny little tweezers that mean I don't have to push to hold anything. Right, so let's take the backing off that. Line that up. There we go. So that's the back with the little All Is Merry on it. So what I will do now is stick this back down and then put the one on the front. So let's stick this back down. So if you just pull this up a little bit, then you can see where you can line up the top. Whew. Right, now I've got to push that back up again. There we go. Then I can put the other one on. Obviously, if you're making several of these, you want to put these onto this before you start messing about with Stampin' Dimensionals. There we go. Hey! So now we have a proper little decoration, and then they can pull that out and hang it on their tree. And then the other one, make sure I get the right one and not the rubbish one. Yeah, that's the right one. Obviously with this one I'm going to use the red and white cord. Make it a bit shorter. Now, oh, come on. Can I get that through the hole? Can if I suck it? That's probably not a terribly good idea. Oh, this might not fit. Oh, now I hadn't thought about what would happen if I can't get this through the hole. Oof. Come on, come on, come on. Where's my pokey thing? I need a pokey thing. So that's the other thing you need to do, is make sure that whatever you want to use to hang the decorations with, actually, no, that's not going to work, actually fits through the hole. Have I got any more? Let me see if I can get to it. Right, this is my little tub. I've just got all sorts of odds and ends in. Bits of washi tape, a Christmas badge, some bits of ribbon, oh, I've got some, oh, a little bit of stringy twine. That looks quite narrow. Oh, okay. So, yes, make sure when you're doing this that you know you can get the twine, thread, whatever through, because that would probably be, well, it's the wrong colour anyway, but that would probably work, but it's the wrong colour. Oh, have I got anything that might be the right colour? No, I don't think I have. I've got a Calypso coral one here, but again, that wouldn't be right. That wouldn't quite go. I'm sure I've got a Christmas box which I've put somewhere safe. I can't see it anywhere here. Oh, okay, I'm going to have to look for that. I've obviously put it somewhere very safe. Or, oh, I've just spotted, ta-da, I've just spotted some more of this. So this is obviously left over from another kit. I'll use that. That is what I will use. Oh, put those back. So, there you go. And with these, because they're generally on a roll, whenever you cut them, they do that. So if you just get your nail, it straightens it out. Okay, so, haha. Doesn't matter which way around now. I'll do it that way. Hey! So, we'll tie a knot in that. I need to see if they've got anything like this in the catalogue, because if I'm going to do several of these, I'm probably going to need more than there's on there that I didn't even realise I had. Now, it's been sitting in my little box that I keep various sellotapes and double-sided tapes and whatnots in. Right, I'm just going to cut the end off that to make it a bit tight. Oh, tidier. A complete hash of that. Right, so now I will stick this on and get my little... These tweezers are great. I can't remember where I got them from. I think they're just cheapy ones from the range or something. But in order to open them, you... just trying to show you when... Right, so to open them you press, and then to hold things you just let go and it automatically holds it. Whereas with normal tweezers, which are like this, to hold anything you have to keep it tight like that, and sometimes that's not easy, and your hand starts to shake and you drop everything. But with these, they're really good. Right, so put that down there, line that up, do that, and then the last one I have left to stick together completely. So this is very small, this. In fact, I wasn't sure. I thought it must fit. Oh, the wrong way around. It must fit the wording, but when you actually look at the die itself, you think that's far too small. That's going to be smaller than that, but it's not. It's just the right size. So I might stick you over there. Oh, take the backing off that. Line that up with this. So get one end, stick your finger on it, and there we go. So I'll stick this down on the other one and line that up. Super. Okay, let me get rid of some of this stuff so you can see better what's going on. Let me just get rid of some of these bits of the thread, because that's going to get everywhere if I don't put it in the bin now. Okay, so this is going to go on this card. Right, sorry about that, folks. That was exciting. My SD card got full, so I had to quickly get another one. Thankfully, I have more than one. Otherwise, I'd have had to have started editing the other ones that I've got on there. Probably means I've been going on for far too long. Anyway, this one I'm just going to stick so that it looks as though it's hanging from the branch. And I've done this cord shorter than I did the one that I did previously, because as you can see I've had to bend that one over. So I will just get my little sticky things and put it there. And then I'll just sort of ease it over so that it's holding quite a bit of it. So I'm going to put it about there. There we go. So that's that one. And then I think I might just leave it like that, and people hopefully will be able to work them out. But whoever I give it to, I'll probably say, oh, by the way, you can take that off and put it on the tree as a decoration. So that then is the new Hang and Ornament bundle. So I've got those two, and I just had the other one, there it is, and those two. Can you see all of those? Yeah. Lovely. Well, thank you for watching, and I think I'd probably better get on and edit this one in particular, because I'll have to stop and start it in one place. And I'll see you next time. Quill Amateur.